All right, hello again, everybody. This is actually a take two for this because I was 5 minutes into the other video when I did something that stopped the recording. So I'll just start over here. But as you can see, we're going to be doing another troll comic. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I'm already huffing. I received it yesterday because after I did the first troll comic, I don't know why I was hit with this like immense curiosity as to what happened to Troll. Rob Liefeld treated Troll like he was the greatest creation at the time. Troll was everywhere. Troll's in Youngblood. He's focusing on Troll. He gave us, I think, more character background for Troll than we got from like anybody else. And then we got Troll #1. I guess that was supposed to be a separate title. At the end of Troll #1, they were like, hey, let us know if you want more Troll, and we'll just continue on with that. But instead of making, so I was curious, like, hey, is there a Troll #2? Was there at least like a mini series? Because I felt like there was a bunch of stuff left open in the first issue. And when I did the research, I saw that instead of making a Troll #2, they made Troll 2 #1. So instead of like Troll 1 #2, we got Troll 2 #1. Okay, it's what it is. It's 48 troll packed pages, action packed, I know, but the first one was troll packed. This one's just action packed. I don't know which one you would rather have. I like the troll on this cover, and I like this guy. This guy looks kind of cool. Bedrock looks fucking horrible. That's the worst Bedrock ever, and this one has some problems here. But it's what it is. So we're gonna go ahead and move into this. I hate that this book for some reason is not saddle stitched. They changed the binding on it because it's 48 pages. I don't know. Maybe they thought what they had was like a graphic novel, and then if that's the case, why is it a #1? I don't know. They could have just been Troll 2 and that would be it. But anyway, so it's going to be a little awkward flipping through this one because we don't have the standard saddle stitching. But the creator, of course, is Rob Liefeld. Plot and pencils, Carl Alstatter. Script and co-plot, Robert Napton. I almost said napkin. Two people doing the plot, one person doing the script. Okay. And our favorite editor, Eric Stevenson, is back to do absolutely nothing with nothing. Okay. I don't know. If I was Rob Liefeld, I think I'd be pissed at this guy for doing the least at a job ever. Anyway. This story is not as bad as what we got in Troll #1. Troll #1 was a jumbled mess that I think even the artist didn't understand when he was drawing it, and there were several things that just kind of contradicted each other, and nothing worked the way it should. It was just very weird. He's drawing a golden egg that's being called a gem or a stone, and it's neither of those things. So there's a lot of confusion there. That one doesn't happen so much here. This is a simple one-shot story. So again, I'm a little confused. Maybe somebody else can answer this. In the first Troll comic, they never made an issue #2. So nothing got resolved from that one, like with the Catellans joining the Daemonites to get the golden egg or gem or stone or whatever the hell they want to call it, because they decided to team up to get this away from Troll, who then gave it to Jewel the Jeweler, who also happened to be a Daemonite. So if that's the case, then I don't know. Again, it's so confusing. That whole book just broke my brain. But did they continue this story in another comic that I'm unaware of? I gotta be honest, I didn't collect a lot of the Rob Liefeld stuff at that time because I just got tired of it. So I don't know, maybe it continued in the pages of Youngblood or something. I've watched a lot of videos and stuff. I don't recall seeing any of that. But whatever. So here we are. It's 1944, Nazi Germany, and the troll is on top of a roof with someone named Jack. Now, if you remember the first Troll, they did a lot of references to Indiana Jones. I don't understand the connection between Troll and Indiana Jones, why Liefeld thought this character should be an Indiana Jones type of character. That's not what I see when I look at this thing. But he's a treasure hunter with a whip and it basically steals everything from Indiana Jones. So this guy Jack here, his actual name is Abner Ravenworth, which is again Abner Ravenwood from Raiders of the Lost Ark. So again, we're getting the references already, and we're also in Germany, 1944. So this is all again Indiana Jones period of time. You know, dealing with Nazis. You know, it's just references. Now, this guy Jack here is seen, and he has no nose. Okay. Now here's the trick with that. I actually don't know if this guy has no nose or if he has a nose, because now we're getting confused by the artists that are involved here. Kind of looks like he maybe has a nose here, but if you look here, there's a line that's like separating. I think it was supposed to actually be a mask that he's wearing, and that this is a nose that's behind the mask, and all we were supposed to get is the lip and the chin. We're going to see that on like the next page or the page after. But I guess the person got confused when there's no line here separating a mask or anything, so they just looked at it as a character with no nose, I guess, right? But they are after Dr. Franz Vogler, who is apparently a real Nazi nutso, okay? And that's him right here. And they, of course, jump through the roof. And again, here we go. This guy doesn't have, I don't know, the inking is confusing here. When you do so much line work in a certain manner, then other lines kind of get lost. So I don't know, again, if that's supposed to be a mask. I actually think Troll looks pretty good here. I like that picture a lot. This picture isn't too bad. These glasses are kind of wild. But they go jumping in, and we get, it's Troll time. Okay. Now, I'd like to point out something. We've got these Nazi helmets here. These guys look like Nazis. They look like maybe evil possessed Nazis, but they look like Nazis, right? When I did Youngblood #4, or was it Youngblood Strike File #1 or whatever, they show Die Hard with Glory and Super Patriot fighting Nazis. And Liefeld had drawn these generic Nazi soldiers that were like Cobra soldiers from G.I. Joe, just the most generic version of them. And he could not do this helmet, so it did not come off correct. But I have to say that's not a bad job there. I know what I'm looking at. I can tell what it is. But immediately, you know, they jump in, guns blazing, taking everyone out. And now we have Jack wearing a mask. So, I don't know. How hard would it have been? I've digitally colored. For Eric Stevenson to be like, hey, Gloria, I noticed that on the first 2 pages or so you didn't color his mask correctly. If you could go back in and fix that. Something that takes 10 minutes, I think, maybe per page. I don't think it would have been too much, but the quality control at Extreme Studios was at the bottom of the barrel. They did not give a fuck. Put it out, whatever. Let's make some money because we're going to make some money. That's it. So anyway, they're fighting the Nazis, and we have Dr. Vogler here, who's like, everybody protect my precious Ubernaut from getting destroyed, okay? And we need to load that onto the Zeppelin to get away. The Ubernaut here does not look like it's something that could be easily destroyed. This thing looks like it should be fighting Troll and Jack immediately instead of these guys. These guys are getting, you know, this guy never skips a leg day right here. He's like, the legs are the most, you know, important part of the body. We're going to work that out. All I can think of is Teen Titans Go. Oh my quad. Look at those legs. Anyway, yes, I did love Teen Titans Go. You guys can bash me all you want in the comments for that. So they're taking out Nazis, and then he decides to, I don't know, hang back and smoke a cigar or whatever while they discuss some stuff. So, like, here we go again, right? Like, he has a nose maybe, and it's just a bad idea for a mask. I don't know. Why did we have to have this part shown? I think he would have looked much cooler if we just didn't see his mouth. But anyway, they're like, okay, well, let's go after this Ubernaut on this Zeppelin. So they jump off here, and Troll's like, hey, do me a favor, kid. And he's like, yes, sir. You know, don't miss. And of course they miss. What kind of rope is this? I don't know. Somebody inked the hell out of it. Somebody drew the hell out of it, but it's not any kind of rope I've ever seen before. But anyway, they miss the rope, but then Troll, and he loses his mask again too. So like maybe the pages were colored out of order or something like that. But so many inconsistencies here. It just, I don't know. It's just a different character. It kind of looks like Vanguard here. But Troll grabs the rope and saves Jack. And he's like, that's the second time I've done saved your ass during this comic, kid, so you should probably fucking do better or something. Who knows, right? So they climb up into the Zeppelin, and now they get to fight the Ubernaut. And, you know, they're dodging the weird-ass attack that's, I don't know, it kind of flows okay, but this dodge seems a little weird. Like, I don't know, that looks like he's going in for a double punch, but in the opposite direction. Troll's like, fuck you, I'm going to kick you in the head. And I guess that works on this giant steel robot. I don't know. And then he maybe blinds it, covers the eyes or something like that. And so they're fighting or whatever when they decide to, I don't know, I think they may have planted some explosives or something. This is a blimp, a Zeppelin. So they're notorious for just exploding or whatever. And they're like, no, they are getting away. You must stop them. You know, he's supposed to be doing this German accent. And I'm going to show you, there were some things that he says, this guy, Volger, later on that just, whoever, the guy who did the script, whoever that, what was that? Robert Napton, he did not know where to go with this. He didn't know what, where to place the accents, if you will, for the German accent. I don't think that Troll picture there looks that bad. This looks kind of good too. We got a nice explosion here. I like this. This one works well. I don't think we're going to have many issues with the art as we did with Troll number 1. So then we cut to the present where Troll's dodging a vicious attack by Badrock. Is it Badrock at the time now? Anyway, as we can see, it looks like Troll is on the cover of Wheat O's, replacing Bedrock. And we've got tons of bowls and boxes of cereal everywhere. I don't know how many boxes you need. And apparently Bedrock is tired of Troll being Troll. I guess Troll's trolling him, you know. Maybe that's the best character that I've ever seen Liefeld do, where that kind of goes with the name, that Troll trolls. So he pissed off Bedrock. Bedrock's trying to crush him. And Chef comes in and he's like, guys, what the hell's going on here? I should probably play leader once in a while. And Bedrock's like, hey, he's trying to troll me with a bunch of cereal because, you know, he got his face on there or whatever. And then Troll, who's like 1,000 years old, you would think he'd be more mature in some way, but no. You know, he's just like, oh, I was just busting a kid's chops or whatever. And Shaft is like, Bedrock, go walk it off. You're the one that apparently is the problem, so you go walk it off. And Troll, you got some woman on the phone. And Troll's like, all right, baby, which one of my women are you? Because, of course, somehow he gets a bunch of women. I don't know. Being, you know, this Wolverine knockoff asshole, everybody, all the women are like, oh, we love you, Troll. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, he's talking to Abner's daughter, who lets him know that Abner was murdered. Okay? So Troll hops the first flight to London, visits the lone grave of Abner when his daughter shows up, and Troll's like, almost shot you. And she's just like, you know, whatever. She just, I don't know, just flinches it off or anything. I hate the haircut. I'm just going to go. I don't think any of this art is particularly that bad. I think everything serves its purpose and it's okay, but the hair just drives me insane. But anyway, she starts letting them know that Abner started working on old cases and had reopened a case that him and Troll had worked on before. And she believes that's what got him murdered. And then Troll's like, okay, well, we're going to go right back where me and Jack started from, which is, I don't know, back to Youngblood headquarters. Is that where Jack started from? Who knows? But anyway, Troll is not looking at any of these guys and explaining the story of what just happened, apparently. And Shaft is like, well, I get what you're going for, Troll, but we can't pull Youngblood. I mean, obviously, Youngblood's not doing anything. But we can't waste our time going after this stuff when we could be sitting in his headquarters all day, I guess. And Troll's hitting them with this stuff where apparently the world's scientists have been secretly replaced by synthetic duplicates for months now. And that includes Bedrock's father. Bedrock never noticed that was the case. And Bedrock's arguing that my dad's still my dad. He's not a robot. I just talked to him or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And Shaft is like, well, you can, I can't sanction official use of the team, but there's no reason why you and Rock can't pay a social visit to Dr. McCall. And then we see that Abner's daughter dons the outfits of Jack. And her mask is more, I guess, will allow for the nose. I don't know why they didn't want to... Is it supposed to be the same outfit, just altered fur? I don't know. But anyway, she donned the mask again. I hate the hair. The hair is just god awful here. But the outfit's kind of cool or whatever, right? Again, the artwork serves its purpose, but it's kind of a lot of wasted real estate here for just two little pictures of her. So they take a ship back over to where Dr. McCall's laboratory is. I like the ship here. I think this looks pretty damn awesome, actually. All of this looks pretty cool, too. I like it. This looks god-awful. Also, we're getting another color no-no here. Like, if you know Liefeld, everybody wears the white dinner gloves, He's wearing the white dinner gloves on the front here. But here, they were colored red. But again, I'm thinking that their color notes were probably just messed up and Gloria didn't know what to do here. But when they go to visit Bedrock's father comes out and already he looks like a robot and he's ready to kill them. For no reason, that just comes out. Like if all these scientists were duplicates and put where they are or whatever, why is this guy now just saying, hey, I need to break this or whatever, reveal my identity as a killer robot and try to kill, Okay. So we have a double page spread here of Bedrock destroying his father while screaming, "Where's my dad?" I don't know. This could have been an okay double page spread, but I actually think it's one of the worst ones I've seen. There's so much real estate here that's just wasted. And I don't know, this arm, the foreshortening and everything, I don't know, it's rough. So this one didn't do it for me. But he rips off his father's head. His father's head's still talking. And he's like, you're never going to find out what's going on. And, he's revealing the whole plan. And then here comes Troll. He's like, shut up, will you? I hate when these things talk so much. I hate these synthetic types. All they're programmed to do is talk. You would think you'd want more information, but okay, whatever, Troll, you go for it, right? So he's like, I got a pretty good idea who that someone is as the person who did this. And of course, just as he's saying that, Dr. Volger shows up on the screen like apparently he knew the whole time what was happening. And he looks like a cyborg here, so I'm guessing he did whatever he had to do to live for as long as he has. And then he, Bedrock's like, if you hurt my dad, I'm going to clobber you or whatever. Now, is this the one where we're getting, so hold on. So it says, yes, my little friend, I did not die on the Fuhrer Zeppelin. This time, I will unleash darkness upon the earth without any interference from you. Okay, so again, trying to do this German accent thing, right? And he says he's part of Hitler's original goon squad. Okay. That was the end of chapter 1? I think there's only 2 chapters in this book. So basically, I think what they did was they had enough for 2 issues, but didn't want to print 2 separate issues and just said, fuck it, we'll just do the one. This looks pretty good. I like this. This base here, I think it looks pretty good. So, here's Dr. Volger, and he's like, this is my Cathedral of Destiny, the birthplace of the New Order. For decades they have hunted us, judged us, but I have waited, and our time is nigh. My ultimate vengeance is at hand. For this day, the Fourth Reich is born. Okay? All I'm only reading his dialogue because I can't remember where some ridiculousness happens where they try to put something in there for the German accent and it does not work. Okay, he's like, "Hey, my dear professor, I assure you I am quite sane and I do not expect you to help me." So this has nothing to do with the accent. It reminds me of actors in movies where they forget to use the accent sometimes. Sometimes they do, whatever. So here is, I expect you to help my little boy. I have given him a warrior's might, but now he must have the intellect to mastermind humanity's twilight. Twilight? Is that how? Twilight? With your help, my consciousness will be freed from the vegetating body and be reborn inside my offspring, der Ubernaut Mark II, right? Now, this is still like that. That's weird there, the Twilight. Because it's a W, so you got to change that for a V. But that's still not the one I'm talking about. And I think that this is Badrock's father here. And so they have two scientists. Let me see here. I want to, because I want to, okay, we've got three people here, right? But Bedrock's dad is like, we're not going to help you because, of course, we have to go with this too. Your resistance is a futile gesture to history, Dr. McCall. You were too valuable to liquidate, but your young assistant is expendable. So they go ahead and kill her. And I guess that leaves one more hostage, so he agrees to help. And then they are driving the Youngblood 1 Jeep type vehicle or whatever. Look how big Bedrock is in this vehicle right here, right? But then when we turn the page, Bedrock is so small and the vehicle's so much bigger, and it's like a different vehicle too. It's a different color, different vehicle. That one stood out to me. Yeah, they're hard to draw or whatever, but it's like, pick a lane or something, because like these headlights are like dead on. They're not set at an angle that this Jeep-ish type thing would be at or whatever. But anyway, they stop to take a look at where they're at or whatever. And of course, while he's looking through that, he sees that they're being attacked by Nazi robots or whatever. Which of course would happen exactly when he stops or whatever. So they attack and he gets snagged up and is like, yikes, I've been troll napped. Okay. Everybody starts fighting. They never come back to this. It's just that he's he's there, right? I don't know. Bedrock's being attacked by everybody, knocking out everybody until they finally electrocute him. What's weird is they didn't render him as much as they do in other things, and this one is the best image of Bedrock in this book. I kind of liked the way that looked. If they had stuck with that, made it a little simpler, I think it would have worked better. The over rendering, especially on the face, I've always hated that type of crosshatch line thing they did. That was the biggest thing in the 90s, and I really just couldn't stand it. But anyway, they zap him, take him. Jack is still fighting, and ends up, I don't know. Yeah, she was about to get zapped when Troll jumps onto the guy and knocks him out. So I guess he broke free from the person who troll napped him, knocks him out or whatever, and takes the flying ship, I don't know, by himself to, maybe he's picked everybody up. They didn't really show it, but takes it to this headquarters here. And then, yeah, by the way, we're still getting the things that we got in Troll number 1, where it's like, so there I was doing this and that, and suddenly this happens, right? And so I was crawling around to find this, and so I was doing this and whatever, right? It's the same crap, right? But basically, Dr. Volger wants Dr. McCall to take his brain and transfer it over to the Ubernaut. And Dr. McCall's like, okay, well, I guess I'll be doing that. Which happens like immediately. And now Volger is inside the Ubernaut, okay? We still haven't, so what does he say here? Without your timely arrival, I wouldn't have had a hostage to ensure your father's cooperation. You will always have my gratitude. I want to thank you, Herr Bedrock. Okay. And now we will finish the work You started Hair Doctor. Begin the mind transference procedure. Okay. At last, I'm free. Okay. Um, so at last I'm free. At last I have the strength to match my genius. Humanity will shudder at the mere mention of my name. All those who infest my new order will be exterminated, and I shall begin with all of you. Okay. Still not at the one thing. I can't remember where that is, but I will find it, I swear. But Troll jumps in and to fight him or whatever. And I don't know why Troll why this guy, would be afraid of Troll in this form or whatever. But there's another horrible thing that's going to stick out later on that I'm going to pull up. But basically, Troll's just, ducking or whatever. Now I will handle you myself, swine Troll. We don't get a V here. I don't know. It's weird, but Troll bounces in front of Bedrock while he's getting zapped at. And he accidentally zaps the bindings holding Bedrock to the wall. So then Bedrock comes out, and he's like, okay, now I'm going to beat your ass. And he's like, my name's, it was with pleasure, Troll. My dad always taught me that it's impolite not to properly introduce myself. My name's Bedrock, and I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I don't know. Is that how you... I know you have to do the quips or whatever, but I don't know. I don't feel like that one played well. So here we go, where we have Troll in the air here. And he's like, I was reminded of one of my favorite movies, 1931's Frankenstein. I made my acting debut in it as an angry villager. He goes, in that movie, the monster got shocked to life, so I figured... this monster could get shocked to death. Ooh, God, that's a fucking reach. I hated everything about that so much when I read it. I'm like, that is not... somebody did not write that. That you remember that Frankenstein was brought to life by electricity, so you determined that somehow it would have the reverse effect on this robot. Okay, dude, whatever. And of course, he's here like, no, my Fourth Reich... That's probably the funniest fucking thing I think I've ever read in a... God damn it, I need to use that somewhere. And then Bedrock's like, is he dead? And Troll's like, his body's reforming. And then the Ubernaut's like, not over yet, Hair Troll. Auto-destruct engage, blah, blah, blah. So they run out. Now, apparently I missed the thing I was talking about here because they rescue the scientist. This thing blows up. They get out of it. And they're like, nothing could have survived that blast. Nothing at all. And then they do, their final pin-up here. And we have this last image of Troll on the inside here. And can I just say that they lost control of what they were doing here. There's just a bunch of blobs that were, put together. Again, I get it. Drawing a man of this stature is kind of weird when you're trying to do over musculature and everything. But that just, I don't know. But I don't know. There was a word in here that this guy Vulgar was using that just did not work well. And I can't remember. Get some now. You must protect our Ubernaut. Vanquish the invaders. Don't bet on it, Rotzi scum. Okay. Right? No, I don't know. We read that. I don't know. They replaced something with an R, and I don't know. It was very weird. But anyway, I'm not going to spend my time going through any more of this. This was Troll 2. Like I said, all right. We had a story. Dr. Vulgar was trying to become the Ubernaut and start a Fourth Reich. I guess he's the last of this Nazi stuff. It was something continued from back in the day when they thought they had killed Vulgar. They saved Bedrock's father, who was taken without Bedrock realizing it. And so they stop a Fourth Reich from happening. They save Bedrock's father. There we go. There's a conclusion. I would say it's a complete story. Because Rob Liefeld didn't have anything to do with it, there we go. We have a complete story that happened in 2 issues. Okay, so that was Troll number 2. I want to thank you guys for watching. You guys have been really great at liking these videos, watching these videos and everything, and I want to thank everybody for that. If you would like to help out, just hit like so that my channel grows. If you want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe. All right, guys, till next time.